You know, I had absolutely no idea. And when I say no, I mean zero idea. I had absolutely no idea how close these two fragrances are. It wasn't until one of the lovely girls I work with, Emma, she had it as a present. And she brought it in for me to smell it. And she actually let me borrow the sort of little handbag size one. Okay, you're going to say, Leggy, mate, cut the jibber jabber and tell us what it is. So, it is, let me take this out. I don't know if you're going to be able to focus on this. So, it is Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. Okay. And this was a present she had. Well, she bought, well, no, she had bought for her the 50ml bottle, and you got this as a little sort of set. Okay, serious money. I mean, by Killian. You've got to have some money to have this stuff. Okay, this, the 50ml little set with this in as well, costs around about 250 British pounds. 250 British pounds for a 50ml, and this little pocket size, which looks around about like a 20ml, maybes. No, I don't think it's even 20ml. It's about a 10, 15, something like that. Okay, and I mean, I have worn for many years Mansera's legendary Velvet Vanilla. Okay. Most guys are going to switch off at this point. Most guys are going to go, Leggy, mate, that is a woman's fragrance. Trust me, my Uncle Pierre has made it, has marketed it, has sold it as unisex. This is a unisex fragrance. Yes, it is not an alpha male fragrance. It is not ultra alpha male. It is very unisex with a slight feminine tilt. And you're going to say, Leggy, that's slight, mate, is quite a lot. Alright, this stuff, if I'm absolutely honest with you, I have had so many amazing results from this. You do have to, as a guy, you do have to wear this with confidence. Trust me, it works. Okay, it is a unisex fragrance. Don't let anyone put you off wearing it, although please don't buy please do not blind buy this as a guy, because you may just go, it's too feminine. Alright, and worst case scenario, you can give it to your partner, your mistress, your wife, whatever. Okay, so wear it with confidence and you will get some serious results. This, okay, let me try and describe the scent. We are talking about a sweet bubblegum fragrance. Okay, that's pretty much all you get. There is some gorgeous sort of fruits at the top, like I think there's sort of bergamot and I think there's orange. Okay, that's a gorgeous creamy sort of orange. And then in the middle you've got some florals, one of which is tuberose, which is ultra bubblegummy sweet. And at the bottom you've just got some very sugary vanilla. Okay, this is sweet. If this was a drink, I'll tell you what, you'd get hyper if you drank too much of this. Okay, now the Love Don't Be Shy by Killian's, I tell you what, okay, I think the difference between these two, because honestly, if you look at the notes, you're going to say, not really the same. But if you spray it and go close to the skin, you can just tell the difference. In fact, let's do it. I'm sure she won't mind me spraying a bit of this, even though each spray on this is probably about £10. You ready? Sorry, Em. I mean that, let me be honest with you, the by Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, this is not a shy fragrance. For around about 2.5 hours, this literally fires off your skin. And then for the rest of the day, it doesn't give up. It doesn't go down to a skin scent. For the rest of the day, this stuff is just gently radiating off you. I've smelt this at the 10th, 11th hour. Seriously, this, when you spray Love Don't Be Shy by Killian's, it is a big commitment. Be prepared for that fragrance to be with you through thick and thin for at least 10 hours. Okay, it doesn't give up. It's not shy. The Mansera, Let's spray it now. I've got to be honest, I can only talk about my old bottle, which is a screw cap. The new ones, which are the magnetic cap, may be reformulated. It may be a slightly weaker juice. I don't know. Okay, maybe someone can tell me. But my sort of vintage bottle of Velvet Vanilla, there's very little separates them. And I will be honest with you, in the air, honestly, if I was to say to you that these are sort of mothers from a same brother or whatever, that's wrong, isn't it? I don't know, whatever it is, these are definitely so close. If I was to be honest to you, say the Bikilian is 100%, I would say that the Mansera is about a 90% the same in my nose. That's coming from someone who's worn the Mansera for many years. Okay, now in terms of the performance, these two are similar. The Mansera is an all-day fragrance. Velvet Vanilla, okay, it radiates off you constantly throughout the day. Get it on clothes, it's on clothes for the rest of the clothes life. It will go through the wash. I've had it on t-shirts and whatever. Caught it on the neck of the t-shirt, goes through the wash, full wash in the washing machine, and you can still smell it. You know, these two, honestly, if you want the Bikilians, if you want the Love Don't Be Shy vibe and you're on a budget, seriously, go for the Mansera. It does pretty much the same job, pretty much the same performance, pretty much the same smell. But in actual fact, I'm not actually reviewing either of them. The one I am here to review and to share with you is this one. And I'm going to say, leggy, that looks like a really weird kind of bottle. Okay, it is made by the mighty Lattafa. Okay, it is called ANSAAM Gold. ANSAAM. Sounds like a Scouser fragrance. AAM. Right, ANSAAM Gold. This is the 20ml, and the reason why I have got this is because someone sent me a message and tipped me off that this is very similar to Love Don't Be Shy. So I bought just a 20ml sample. I think on eBay this one cost me about £7.95 British money. Okay, and it's worth doing this because a lot of the Lattafas you can buy in this 20ml, so it looks a bit like a credit card that you can push the top down on. Right, I need a bit of skin that I haven't sprayed on. Back of my hand. It's always good on the back of the hand. You ready? Okay. I'm going to be upfront with you, and I can say I can understand why someone sent me a message and said that it's very close to Love Don't Be Shy. But I will be honest with you and say, if you are looking for a clone of Love Don't Be Shy, it isn't. If you want, I wouldn't call this a clone, but if you want something the same but cheaper than Love Don't Be Shy, go for the Mansera. But this one, okay, the 100ml of ANSAAM Gold, 88 Gold. If you want this, the 100ml, the proper bottle, this will cost you around about £35 British money. So it's very cheap in terms of this kind of sort of fragrance profile that we're looking at. Honestly, I can see why someone said that it's a little bit, well, they told me it was a dupe or a clone of Love Don't Be Shy. It isn't. I'm going to put a silly percentage and say that this is around about 61.25% the same as Love Don't Be Shy. And I'm going to be honest, I can smell in the distance the sort of notes of Love Don't Be Shy. But over the top of this Lattafa, this ANSAAM Gold, there's like a plastic membrane. Now I don't know whether it's a musk note or I don't know whether it's a particular floral note. It could be either of those, but it's like it sort of masks the Love Don't Be Shy element. So I can see why they say it, because I can in the distance get the Love Don't Be Shy thing, but this one particular note just takes it in a different direction. In fact, the note is almost like a slightly metallic-y note, and I will be honest with you and say this ANSAAM Gold is not a clone of Love Don't Be Shy, and therefore on the basis of that, No, it's not a clone of Mansura's Velvet Vanilla. But what about this just as a standalone? Okay, it's very unisex, because whilst it is sweet, it does have that sort of slightly metallic-y note in there. Don't know what it is, but it's a slightly metallic-y note which keeps it very, very unisex. A guy could wear this comfortably, okay? But it is sweet. Once again, it's unisex, it's very unisex. It's not alpha male. Don't expect a Blood of Chanel or a Creed of Ventus. It isn't that kind of manly sort of scent. It's very, very unisex. In terms of performance, now I've worn this 20mm quite a lot. Still got a bit left though. I've worn it a lot, and I've got to be perfectly honest, the performance has absolutely blown me apart. This projects off my skin for around about 2 hours. Okay, I'm not going to say it's a strong sort of massive projection, but I'm going to say it's more of a constant radiation. Okay, quite a decent radiation for those 2 hours, and then it goes down to like a reasonable scent bubble, still trails off you as you're walking around. This one, for the 100ml for £35, I'm going to say is actually decent, because it's sweet, it's unisex, but it performs well. It's not like a big money fragrance. So honestly, it's not, as far as I can see, a clone of anything. It's certainly not Love Don't Be Shy, although it has elements of it. But if you want a sweet fragrance that's unisex right down the middle, ANSAAM Gold by Lattafa is a good purchase. Now, just before I go, if you are looking for a really cheap clone of Love Don't Be Shy or Velvet Vanilla, this one. This cost me £18 British on eBay. It is made by JB Fragrance and it's called Velvet Vanilla. The 100ml eau de perfume, and I tell you what, I need some skin that I haven't sprayed on. I haven't got no skin left. Here we go. Other hand it will have to be. That, my friends, is very, very close to the real thing. Very, very close. In the air, you cannot tell. It's got all the right notes in all the right places, and the performance on this one is solid. You'll get around about 2 hours of a decent radiation, and the rest of the day you're in a scent bubble. As the wearer, you smell this all day long. Seriously, this is crazy good value for money. I don't know if it's still readily available. I've had this bottle for a long time. I think it may be. Try eBay. JB Fragrances Velvet Vanilla Eau de Perfume 100ml. Okay, now I hope this has been some use to you. Okay, and I'm really, really glad to be able to share these fragrances. But you know what, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to push you to buy anything. I'm just here to talk to you about fragrances and hopefully to inspire you to go and get a fragrance and seriously, and just spray it. Let me show you something like that, or something like this, similar. Oh, just enjoy it, right? Put yourself in a scent bubble and you'll be fine. You'll keep a smile on your face and you'll have much better a day. Thank you ever so much. This has been a long review, but I've covered several fragrances and hopefully I've inspired you to go and grab a good fragrance and spray it. Till next time, stay safe, keep spraying, and I hope to see you next time. So goodbye. Where's the off button? I can never find this one.